Okay, catching up still. Um, let's see. Today is Wednesday, the 23rd. The final round of GL requirements dropped today. Overall, they were not super terrible. I had a number of them ready to go for the Jedi Knight Luke event, namely Lando and Wedge. Don't mind Roxy, she's chomping on her squeaky toy back there. So I had most of those good to go. The only one that I didn't from the light side was OG Leia, so that was a waste, but what are you going to do? And then continued the dark side, required a lot more work, and by work I mean hoarded salvage, than anything else. And now Rosie and Roxy are fighting over a squeaky toy, so don't mind them. Be good, you two. Even though Roxy's a ADHD little. Okay, all right. Okay, go over there. I don't want everyone on YouTube. Okay, everyone on YouTube doesn't want to hear your squeaky toy right now. It's annoying. So yeah, Veers and Stark and Tarkin were, I guess, comparatively a little bit on the expensive side, but now it gives me an excuse to G13 and Relic the rest of Imperial Troopers, because they are not bad in GAC and actually in TW sometimes. And I had just never done it because hashtag hoard harder. Tarkin, I had whatever. Especially with Piet now, who needs Tarkin? But whatever. Anyway, so they weren't too bad, I guess. I am more or less out of gear salvage. So that'll be fun to have to hoard and farm that stuff. Ouch, Rox. Your teeth are sharp, dude. My fingers are not. Anyway. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't great. Yeah. I mean, if you got Jedi Knight Luke, which not too many people did, but if you got Jedi Knight Luke, you were on a good path to satisfying all of the light side requirements. Let's put it that way. Much closer than you would on the dark side, because we haven't had any need until now in G13ing or relicking those or some of those characters. So yeah, I will, of course, I mean, the events are probably going to drop within, oh my god, this dog. Rox, for fuck's sake, dude. You know what? I'm going to give you a CBD treat so you can chill the fuck out. So yeah, the events are supposed to drop within 2 weeks or so everyone has a little bit of time to get ready. Not everyone is going to be ready by then, of course. But what are you going to do? That's the way the cookie crumbles. There you go. Take your CBD treat, you fucking psycho. Here you go, Rosie. Just because you're so cute and so good, you can have one. You don't want one? You don't want a CBD treat? Okay. Oh, now you want it. Yeah, when I start to walk away with it. Anyway. In other news, the city of New York is furloughing 9,000 employees for a week. Yours truly is one of them. Stop it. Yours truly is one of them. I'm not thrilled about it, but it is kicking the can down the road so that people don't have to get let go. I personally am not that afraid, or really afraid at all, that I would get let go. Because, Jesus Christ, with this fucking dog. All right, hold on. Whenever Bella leaves for work, the little one just goes fucking nuts, does zoomies, grabs, and stop, grabs every single toy she possibly can, drags it, drops it, squeaks it, whatever, and then she gets Rosie all riled up. And honestly, who needs children? I have 2 children already. Like, I don't need human children. I have canine children. And at least, well, whatever. Whatever. Sometimes I love them both so much, and they're so fucking cute, but sometimes I want to punch them in the head. I don't, though, because I generally prefer animals to humans. Yeah, so City of New York is furloughing 9,000 employees for a week. That means no pay. It is certainly better than people getting fired, although it doesn't entirely stave off that possibility. Because furloughing 9,000 employees is only going to save about $21 million, which is a lot, but the city's shortfall is much higher than that. So it's not over. But that being said, just, put my YouTube playlists on repeat, mute them for all I care. Just watch, or, well, have them playing in the background. Honestly, she's going after another toy now. You're going to go to your crate. Yeah, just have my playlists playing in the background, muted. I have no problem with that. Help a brother out, because I basically have to take a week of leave without pay, along with 8,999 other employees in the city of New York, which is not a big chunk of the city of New York. It's just more or less, it's a lot of managerial staff that are among that 9,000, provisional employees, appointed employees, that is non-competitive employees, basically anyone that's not union. So yeah, help a brother out. Get that playlist going on mute. Yeah. By the way, I knew this wasn't going to work against this SLKR. I kind of wanted to just see what would happen, to see if I could kind of muscle it and get those dots up, but it just doesn't work. It just does not work. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. One of the cops involved in Breonna Taylor being killed was indicted, rightfully so. This is the sergeant that blind fired 10 rounds, really in no particular direction, and they ended up going into a different apartment. Some people are very upset that the indictments did not include anything having to do with Ms. Taylor's death in and of itself. And I actually think that is the right decision. A sergeant that blind fires not only should not have a job, but should absolutely be arrested. And I had a very long discussion with a very good friend of mine who is one of the most liberal people I know, but who also happens to be a San Francisco assistant district attorney. And he likewise agrees that although it may certainly leave a bad taste in many a mouth, this was the correct course of action. Because, and I had another conversation with a very good friend of mine who is obviously very much a BLM supporter. All right, Rose, that's really annoying me now. And look, long and short of it, no-knock warrants are bad. I don't think they should ever be issued, but that is at the discretion of the judge or judges. So if you have a problem with a no-knock warrant, look to the judge or department policy or just the law. And yeah, sure, Miss Taylor's boyfriend was in possession of a legal firearm. One of my good friends, she used that as a reason why there shouldn't have been a shooting. If bullets are coming your way as a police officer, you're not going to stop and ask, "Hey, is that a legal firearm you're shooting at me with?" That's just not. That's ridiculous. So once rounds get let go, you know, return fire is going to happen. So while, of course, it is very unfortunate that Miss Taylor was shot and killed, from what I can tell, really through no fault of her own, yeah, it's very unfortunate, but I personally do not feel that the other officers involved should be indicted for her death. And I understand that many people are going to be mad at me for saying that and disagree, and that is fine. That's totally fine. I would submit that, you should take a long, hard look at the facts. Should she be alive? Yeah, ideally, she absolutely would be alive. She should not have been killed. And I get the argument, well, if someone busts down your door and you own a legal firearm, you're going to let rounds loose. I don't disagree with that in theory. Again, the problem is no-knock warrants. And that's coming from someone that works in law enforcement. I don't think no-knock warrants are appropriate in almost any situation. I think if you're in a situation where you require special weapons and tactics or emergency service units, as we have them or call them here, like a terrorist situation or a hostage situation, yeah, no-knocks are appropriate there. Lots of narcotics cops are going to say, well, a lot of narcotics warrants are high-risk warrants. That is absolutely true. But, then bring a tactical team. Guys that I've done a lot of warrants. It's not a drug case. It's organized crime case. But if you're going with narcotics guys, they go in with a bunker every time. So more on that later.